Apache Jack for Davy Condon and Sandra Hughes, who has Lieutenant Colonel in the World Hurdle tomorrow. Don Poli, Brian Cooper for Willie Mullins this time because he's retained by the owners Jigginstown House stud. If in doubt, Amy P. McCoy for Philip Hobbs. King's Palace, Tom Scudamore for David Pipe, and Southfield Theatre, Sam Twiston Davis for Paul Nichols. The Young Master, Wounded Warrior Paul Carberry for Noel Mead, and Adriana de Mott. Ruby Walsh riding for Willie Mullins on a 16-to-1 shot.
And actually in hiding after that.
Come on then.
And away they go for this RSA chase over 3 miles, half a furlong. Almost bang on 2 circuits of the course. King's Palace and the Young Master take the first in front, followed 4 lengths away by Southfield Theatre, just towards the inside of Don Poli in the maroon jacket, maroon cap. Then Apache Jack, the second colours of Gigginstown starter worn aboard Wounded Warrior, a white cap. And then at the back, Adriana de Mott and Ruby Walsh, and finally, if in doubt, an AP McCoy in the green and yellow hoops as they jump over fence number 2. And King's Palace and the Young Master by 4 lengths as they run downhill now. They have 19 fences in all to cross, and they are clear, these two, of Don Poli and Southfield Theatre, jumping the next, and the Young Master slightly out jumping King's Palace there as they now approach the next, which is the water jump. And the Young Master and Barry Geraghty over in front from King's Palace. Southfield Theatre, Don Poli 3 lengths away, Wounded Warrior on the outside of Apache Jack, and then held up Adriana de Mott, and finally, if in doubt. Now an open ditch. Young Master stood right off that and landed about 1.5 lengths ahead of King's Palace. Southfield Theatre in third under Sam Twiston Davis. And then the favourite Don Poli, Brian Cooper in fourth as they jump the next. On the outside, Wounded Warrior, Adriana de Mott, Apache Jack, and if in doubt as they race uphill now. And Barry Geraghty out in front here. Barry's won this race 3 times. Won it last year on O'Freyland's Boy, won it on the Gold Cup winner Bobsworth, and on starter Mohazon. He leads on the Young Master from King's Palace in second place. Southfield Theatre in third. Don Poli is in fourth place as they reach the top of the hill, swinging left-handed. And the front 4 are followed almost in a separate race by the others. The Wounded Warrior on the outside of Apache Jack, then Adriana de Mott and McCoy riding a waiting race on if in doubt. Downhill now towards the next, fence number 8 coming up. The Young Master on the left of King's Palace. Tom Scudamore in the bright orange silks, followed by Southfield Theatre as they jump this next plain one. And they're over safely. Again, the Young Master jumping it boldly. It all seems to come alike to the Young Master. He's a winner on the flat, 3 hurdle races, 3 chases as well. 4 if you count the race he was disqualified from earlier in the season. As they go on and head to the turn-in with still over a circuit left to travel. Don Poli towards the outside of King's Palace, outside of Southfield Theatre, and then Wounded Warrior as they approach the next. The Young Master, King's Palace, Don Poli out wide, white cap, Wounded Warrior, Southfield Theatre back on the inside, Adriana de Mott, then if in doubt, and Apache Jack. So at the end of a circuit in this Grade 1 prize, the RSA chase, it's won by 3 Gold Cup winners in the last 10 years, Lord Windermere, Bobsworth and the mighty Denman, who will follow in their hoof prints as they head now away from the stands and on towards the next plain one. And King's Palace is back in front now from the Young Master in second. Southfield Theatre, Don Poli in fourth as they swing into the back straight. A gap of 2 or 3 lengths then to Wounded Warrior on the outside under Paul Carberry, the outside of Adriana de Mott, if in doubt, and Apache Jack at the rear of the field. King's Palace over the next, over a couple of lengths clear of the Young Master in second place. Now on towards the water jump. King's Palace, powerful mover, 3/4 of a length in front of the Young Master in second as they take this one. The Young Master not so good there. Southfield Theatre third. Don Poli just nudged along, can be a little lazy in his races. He's in fourth. He's pretty close now as they approach an open ditch. King's Palace stood right off it, lands in front. Slight mistake from Adriana de Mott, and McCoy is pushing away on if in doubt. Apache Jack at the rear of the field. On to the next plain one. King's Palace out in front, 2 lengths to Southfield Theatre. The young master on his outside, Don Poli, is still being pushed along by Brian Cooper. And now they race left-handed and head towards an open ditch. This is 4 out there coming to in the RSA chase. King's Palace, 3 close challengers. Oh, the leader stood too far off it there and landed awkwardly, and Don Poli almost left in front. A mistake too from Southfield Theatre, who's still in touch though. Then the young master, Adriana Demott, behind these. As now they reach the top of the hill, swinging left-handed. Can King's Palace recover his poise after that awkward mistake at the open ditch? And he's powering on again under Tom Scudamore from Don Poli in second. Then Southfield Theatre on the outside, Wounded Warrior beginning to stay on. Adriana Demott is still going okay for Ruby Walsh, over 3 out. King's Palace and Don Poli, very little to choose between them there as they now race on towards the final turn. Southfield Theatre now coming under pressure in third, then Wounded Warrior, and still Ruby Walsh looking fairly confident on the mare Adriana Demott. Into the final bend, Don Poli maybe getting the better of it now from King's Palace. King's Palace coming under pressure, and Don Poli is forging clear of Southfield Theatre. Then King's Palace at the second log. Don Poli got in a bit tight. Southfield Theatre is attacking. In behind them, Adriana Demott, and out wide, Wounded Warrior. Now the final fence. Don Poli met it well. A length to Southfield Theatre as they start up the hill. Don Poli, a winner here 12 months ago. He's kicked 3 lengths clear of Southfield Theatre. Then Adriana Demott, Wounded Warrior, and if in doubt, and Don Poli, a staying chase star of the future, wins the RSA chase from Southfield Theatre in second. Tie for third, Wounded Warrior, Adriana Demott, and if in doubt, all disputing third. Then a long gap to King's Palace, who faded tamely. The young master well beaten as well. Pulling up was Apache Jack. Don Poli, what reserves of stamina he showed there. Just looked as though Southfield Theatre had half a chance at the second last. Don Poli didn't really land running, but he was super strong up the hill in the hands of Brian Cooper, and this could be a future Gold Cup horse.
Another winner for Ireland, another winner for Willie Mullins, but I think the story here is all about Brian Cooper, who on this day a year ago broke his leg so badly, he broke his fibula and his tibia, there was fear that he would never ride again. He got the Gigginstown job at the beginning of last year. He has affirmed himself in that position. He's back here at the Cheltenham Festival, the place where he announced himself with a treble 2 years ago. He's back here with a big race winner, with a big race teammate Don Poli, who pricks his ears at the last and pricks his ears over the line as well. And Brian Cooper, the baby-faced Brian, is with Alice right now.
You are back, Brian. My goodness, we hated seeing you down and out.